Welcome back, guys, to episode 60 of the Cousin
Connection Podcast. You got it.
We didn't have to tell him nothing. He already knows. He's a pro, guys.
It's a natural,
guys.
thing, guys.
This is our season 2 finale.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's our season
Not
2
really
finale.
changing much, but you know, it's all for, what did you call it before? For containment. Yeah, for tracking purposes. Posting purposes.
We're going to
exactly.
continue. I
Yeah.
don't think we're going to do a hiatus, are we?
Nah, I don't think so.
Dang.
We don't need one.
Amir
y'all
is just like...
gonna miss us, okay? We just asked you guys to subscribe. Why would you leave? Why would we leave you like that? Just
You
like
guys,
that, you know?
Since we're almost done, since we're done season 2, you got to let us hit 2K followers on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely.
We're so close. We're like 9 followers away.
Mm-hmm. Are we actually?
Yeah, we're at 1,000. No. That's horrible math.
What?
We're actually like
90 or something.
90 or something.
Yeah.
It's also really hot in the studio today.
Yeah, it is.
We have a familiar voice, but new face because... Oh, no. Wait. We were doing video back then too, right?
No. It was just audio.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a familiar voice, but new face.
Well, technically, he's also 2/3 or the 1/3 of the Black Men Don't Cheat podcast. You know,
Oh, yeah, he
episode
was
2 is
on.
still incoming.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Stay tuned, guys.
They tried to do their sequel today, but I was like, no. We're not having it.
They kicked the third member out.
Yeah. Don't worry,
He's on the
Want me
couch.
to sneak him in later? You know.
No.
Yeah.
We're not.
We also have an audience member today, Amina, aka the wife of.
Wow,
Khalid
she's
here.
more than just a wife.
Well, is she not played?
All right, guys. All right. Not on my watch.
She's
Okay.
here to try to keep me in line, but I don't know.
Exactly. Literally, she's in here for.
She will throw things at you if you speak against, speak out of your turn.
Yeah. So, do we have something you wanted to bring up first?
Yeah. So, for...
Oh, did we even intro Khalid?
Oh, yeah. This is Khalid.
Yeah, Khalid. You were kind of talking about it before. We had him on one of our earliest podcasts where we were talking about marriage, and we had him and Amina on. You weren't on, or was it just Khalid? We had Khalid on long distance from Australia, and he's visiting, so why not have him on, right?
We flew him out because YouTube pays us like that. Just kidding.
You guys expenses
all
later.
expenses paid and everything.
Exactly.
He's been here. He was, like Amir said, 1/3 of the Black Men Don't Cheat episode.
So we've already been introduced to him in some way.
Exactly. And hopefully he's not going to be spewing any more toxicity today.
Nah.
We'll see. So for this episode, I'm just gonna be honest and tell them the truth.
What?
Like why we're doing what we're doing. The episode for today.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the truth is.
Oh.
Do I know what the truth is?
You do.
I'm completely oblivious. Go ahead.
So the truth is we didn't prepare a topic for this
Oh,
episode.
yeah. That's the truth.
So we had this genius idea that why don't we just ask you guys since you love suggesting things anyways.
Yeah.
And we did get some suggestions. So
Yeah.
shout out to you guys. But before we get into the topics, I had to shout out this girl, Shani. Hopefully I said your name right. She actually said hi to us that day when we were downtown.
Really? Oh,
she was the one.
She was at the...
She was the one. So we were running to catch our boat, and I heard someone call my name, and I was like...
Really?
And it was her.
Oh, okay.
And she DM'd me. She was like, that was me. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, hi. So she sent us a really nice message and says, for real, since coming across your podcast, I ain't missed a week.
Done no, fam. You a real one for that one.
And she
You
said...
better be subscribed. Remember to
She is.
subscribe to the channel, guys.
She's actually like a loyal, like...
Okay.
And she said, I really can't get enough of your podcast. It keeps getting better and better. Keep doing what you're doing.
We're working on it, guys. Trying
Yeah.
to give you that content.
But let's get into... Oh, shit. Okay, y'all are fast. There was like one here before. Oh, my God.
What she's reacting to is that we put up a story literally like 10 minutes ago
Yeah,
saying,
look
give
at
us
all this.
suggestions,
That's
guys.
pretty cool.
Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. The
Was
first
that your
one.
stomach?
Yeah. I'm hungry. I'm hungry and I'm like so hot in here. I'm sweating.
Are you dying?
I'm like dying today.
Here, take this tissue. Wait, I use that. Use this one.
It's gonna be one of those episodes today, guys. So the first topic we got is braces as an adult. That was definitely directed towards me.
Yeah.
Like nobody else has braces. Well, you guys have both had braces before.
Yeah.
Tell us your experience as like braces as teens. How was that?
Wait, how long did you have your braces on for?
maybe 3 years.
3 years?
I think so.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
I had mine on for like 10 months.
Oh, is that it?
Literally like 10
Wow.
months. Yeah.
Did you have like the thing called speed braces?
No, I think I just like, my teeth weren't as messed up.
Oh
I was
my
just like,
God.
no. No, but for real, I think it felt like 10 months for sure.
Okay.
Like, I'm pretty sure maybe it was like 10 months to a year. But it was such a short time that it's not like anything I ever identified with. Like, I almost forget sometimes that I had braces. The only reminder that I've had braces is that I still have the permanent retainers under my teeth. So I had that metal bar that's always there, but that's literally the only thing. And even that I forget about.
See, I never got the retainers. I had the ones you put in and take out.
Yeah.
And I never used to wear them. So now I've got like gaps in my teeth and so like.
Have you ever gone back to your orthodontist and they just see you?
Wait, hold on. So did your parents pay for your braces?
Yeah.
And they didn't get mad at you that your teeth shifted?
No.
If I had a child and I paid
Yeah.
X amount of thousands of dollars for their braces and then they didn't wear and their teeth moved, I'd be like, you know what, stay like that.
But I feel like Australian like benefits are like crazy out there. They probably got them for free.
No,
No?
no,
Okay,
braces you have to pay for. Braces you have
Okay.
to pay
How
for.
much were they?
I can't remember, but all I
Because you
remember.
didn't pay for it.
Exactly.
Didn't
But all
pay
I remember
for
is
it.
my uncle telling me, you know what, this is your car money. Like, you're not getting a car because your parents are paying for this.
Ooh,
Okay.
I would have settled for crooked teeth
Yeah,
over a car.
I would have taken a car too.
Yeah.
I still got a car though.
I guess. Wait,
Your
from
parents
them?
bought you a car too?
Oh, no.
They did.
Yes and no.
Oh.
I had to sell a car. And
What car did you sell?
so my parents bought a new car.
Yeah.
So that car was just going to be a hand-me-down.
Okay.
So I sold that car and bought another one with that money.
Temechich.
Of
Oh.
course.
God, why are you exposing the man on our podcast? Man, just trying to get quiet. He's like, yo, Sarah, like, chill. You're exposing the business here, bro.
Anyways, what I just said was
You still do a lot of the like brace mannerisms,
Me?
brace face mannerisms, like what you just did.
Let me tell you why.
By the way, we're laughing because she literally did that thing where brace people do, where they like they take their lips and they like
Yeah,
close.
I love the visualization
Yeah.
with your fingers. Anyone who has braces knows
Yeah.
exactly. Maybe you picked up on it in past episodes,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll tell you guys my experience of having braces as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, it is so embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember my
Wait, it's embarrassing just having them as an adult.
Yeah,
Mm.
like I'm mad at myself for not like
Doing it
it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I also had this mentality of like, you know what, I'm gonna do it when I can pay for it.
Yeah.
I don't want my parents to pay for, like, I'd rather them buy me a car. Literally.
Wait, so this kind of goes back to that thing we were talking about last time about pride, how men have pride about
Yeah,
parents
I
paying
had-
for things.
Yeah.
So you basically did what you were kind of like telling us was not a good thing of like saying like we want to be able to provide for ourselves.
Well, okay, so let me put it this way. Wow, I don't know why we're about to get deep, but I guess that's the direction that we're going in.
Okay.
So like I've always wanted braces as a teenager and as a kid,
Yeah.
but I just never like, I guess, you know, sometimes people like when they really want something, they'll like beg for it and then they get
Yeah.
it. I never really like fought for me getting braces. I was
Yeah.
just like, whatever. And I feel like that one, remember the one tooth that I had? I felt like that
Yeah.
was like my distinct, like,
that was a part of your character.
it
eventually.
was,
Yeah.
it was. And I hated it so much, but everyone's like, it's so nice. I'm like, shut the hell up, you liar. This is my biggest insecurity.
Yeah.
And then, you know, last year during the pandemic, I was already at home and we were wearing masks. So I
Yeah.
was like, what? This is the perfect time. No one will see it.
Yeah.
So I got clear braces so that they're not that noticeable. But they still feel like regular braces because they're just clear.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I do the mannerisms. Food gets stuck in my teeth all the time. And my lips are always busted up. Damn
Being
braces.
cut up.
That wasn't fun. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I currently have my bottom lip is cut up. So that's why I'm going like this.
Oh, is that what that is? Is because of your lip?
Here. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. I don't remember ever having to do that.
I just got them tightened this week. So I think that's why.
Oh, okay. That's why you're still adjusting to it.
Did you ever use Goo Gone?
The hell is
Yes,
Goo
With the
Gone?
rubber stuff?
Oh, wait, not Goo Gone. It's called Gushy goo. Sorry.
I didn't use what? Gushy
When you get a
goo?
cut,
Gushy
you put it on
gushy
top?
goo?
No.
Like you're a kid.
What?
No, I swear to you, it's called gushy goo.
I literally didn't use anything on my braces. I was the
So-
worst braces having man ever. Person.
Really?
Yeah.
So it looks like it comes in a syringe.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's like it comes in a syringe, and it's like a Play-Doh, like you know, sticky tack.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we see that in school? Do you know what sticky tack is?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. You know, he's from a different country.
They call it something else though in Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Glue
But
tack.
Blue tack.
Glue
yeah.
tack or blue tack.
But
Yeah.
you probably said sticky tack at one point, and you're
Yeah.
like, they're like, what? What are you talking about?
So it's like that type of material,
Mhm.
and you like push some out, you roll it up into a ball, and then you like put it over your braces, so it protects your like the inside of your mouth from getting cut.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember that.
But it probably looks like
Yeah.
you always have a mouth guard in your face, in your
Yeah.
in your mouth.
Yeah, so that's how like anytime I have to get my braces tightened,
Yeah.
I don't know if I swear it feels sharper,
Mm-hmm.
so I have to put that on like.
You
on
put
top
it
of-
probably, I'm guessing, only at home or something, or
Yeah. When I
Mhm.
go to sleep, and then I take it
Yeah.
off in the morning.
so in your
So-
sleep, are you like grinding your inner lips, I guess, like that or something?
Not necessarily, but like sometimes, you know, when you're just like so tired and you wake up and you're like on your face, and that like I've woken
pulling
up
it off.
where you feel like the brace is like imprinted into
Yeah.
the bottom of your like the inside of your thing. Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah.
So, one more year, actually less than a year to go.
It's so weird that like you have all these experiences, and I'm like, even though I had braces myself, I still can't relate because I just
Damn.
can't remember.
It's just a foreign memory now.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
think
remember either?
When you mention it, I'm like, okay, I remember doing that and doing this. But
Yeah.
now I was just like, I forget I used to have. Actually, what do you feel like your teeth are loose? Because now, like, if I'm biting into an apple
Yeah.
or something really hard,
Yeah.
like, I tend to bite on the side of my mouth because
the
is
front
loose.
teeth feel looser,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Nobody told me that.
Yeah, whenever you have braces, like every time you do something where like let's say you're trying to bite like rip something open with your teeth, you feel like they're about to flip like
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
It's
Nobody
such a weird
told
feeling.
me that.
Yeah.
See, and I thought it's because I just never wore my like retainers, and you've got permanent retainers.
Yeah. And
I've
I
got
still feel
nothing.
that. Yeah.
So, okay,
Do you
interesting.
have it on top and bottom?
Yeah. Like
So-
right under.
Does it feel weird?
I forget about them. Like sometimes I'll like play with them and sometimes like stuff will get stuck in them.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know, you just pull it out. It's fine. Like I gotten used to it because I'm supposed to keep them for the rest of my life. But when I first got them on, the orthodontist is like, okay, come back in like 3 months to get them checked out to make sure they're good for long term. Never went back. And like they never called me. They never like checked in or anything.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because they got their money from you. They're like,
Exactly,
"We don't need
right?
you
So at that
anymore."
point, they're like, whatever. It's like, if they're not going to come, they're not going to come. That's their money.
Damn.
But yeah, it's been good until now, so I don't think it's really an issue. Yeah.
Okay, I mean the fact
But
that
then again, I
it's
haven't been to the dentist in like 8 years, so.
Did you say a year?
Huh?
8.
8? I was like that too.
Like you too, right?
I went to the dentist once, and he checked my records, and he's like, Khalid, it's been 8 years since you've been.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how long it's been since I
Legitimately.
have. Ever since like my parents' insurance finished, I have insurance for my work, but I just like never wanted to switch or like do the whole searching process. The whole searching process is so annoying for anything, especially in this city, because you have to search for like a family doctor, you have
Yeah,
to search
yeah.
for dentist, and you have to, like if you want a chiropractor or physio, you have to kind of search for that too.
Yeah.
I think you can maybe get it through like family doctors or whatever, but before it was easy with my parents because like they had a specific place they had to go to.
We went to
Yeah.
the same
So,
dentist.
yeah,
right?
exactly. We had the same
Yeah.
one. So because we had a specific place to go to and you didn't have to do that shopping around, it made it a lot easier to be like making an appointment and go because they would also call us and be like, hey, you don't have an
Yeah.
appointment made. Like we'll make one for you. When's the best time for you?
So the convenience.
Yeah, it was super convenient. And yeah, life has just been too crazy to do that.
I mean, has it though?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, put a reminder in your phone. Oh,
Mhm.
your phone's recording.
Exactly.
I'll remind you to make an appointment.
Mhm. Okay.
Just do, like,
Okay.
a general cleaning, you know?
Yeah.
Red flags and green flags when getting to know someone. Ooh.
Mm. You guys should know this, you know?
Yeah. Give us
Y'all had the
some-
long
give us
distance
some
relationship.
green flags that you noticed in Amina when you were
Green
getting to
flags
know
in
her.
Amina? Man, this was a long time ago.
Exactly. Remind yourself. Also, they just recently celebrated their anniversary,
Exactly.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
Mashallah.
Green flags in Amina. Oh.
Or you can generalize.
No.
Yeah,
You're
okay,
good. You're good.
general. Look, I think it depends on it's subjective, right? It depends on like the individual. Like for me, like I had specific things that I wanted in my significant other. So when I was speaking to Amina, like I guess the talking stage, if you will, there were a lot of things that I was looking for, and in those conversations, I was like, okay.
Like
And
checking off
she
the
was a
list.
little bit oblivious to it, right?
Yeah.
But I was checking off my list. I was like, all right, cool. I like this. I don't like this. Whatever. And then whatever you think is like your green flag or your red flag, you think, all right, you know what? I can live with this. I can't live with this. You know, this might be a bit of a red flag, but you know, can I deal with this in like everyday life?
Yeah, what are red flags?
Huh?
What are red flags?
Give
huh?
us some examples.
Give me a
of,
good
your
one.
Red flag.
Okay,
Okay,
we're doing
for
this
me.
right.
Not hers. She obviously, she obviously doesn't have red
Well,
flags.
she passed the test clearly.
Yeah, you
so-
married
Okay.
her. So, but like things that you were like, okay, if Amina had these qualities, like it's a no for me type of thing.
So a big thing was obviously religion.
Yeah.
And for
When you
me,
say religion, do you mean like someone's religiosity or?
yes.
Okay.
So for me, I think, I mean, there's the notion of, you know, if people don't know their religion or willing to learn, you can teach them. But for me, it was, at least at that time, I thought, you know what? They say the first year of marriage is hard enough as it is. So I was like, I don't really want to be someone that's like, okay, navigating through a new marriage and then trying to teach this person the religion. They might do this or that wrong. And then you have to like, all right, you have to put your effort into this, into that. So for me, I think it was important that they were well rounded in that aspect. So that we don't have to kind of worry about that.
Yeah.
Right? Because I guess in terms of my values, it was really important that that she had that as well.
Yeah.
So I think that was one big thing. I think at the time, like someone that was active as well. Workout
You
wise.
sound a lot like somebody I know.
Yeah.
Look, I think we've kind of fallen off that a little bit now.
Exactly.
But
Amina's like, you liar.
but at the time, I think we were both very active. We were both, like both working out and stuff. So that was also something I was like kind of looking for.
They're asking for red flags.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
She's really trying to. What are my red flags?
That's a good question. Yeah, what are your red flags?
Technically, wouldn't your red flags be the opposite of what that
Yeah.
your green flag was?
Yeah.
So if they weren't,
If they were
very
lazy
religious?
and like inactive and
Yeah.
generally, if someone was not into taking care of their health, even like not just working out, like food wise, the type of foods that we eat as well, like that was something that we had a conversation about after we got married. Like I think in traditional like households, we're used to eating, in African households, we're used to eating a certain type of food like maraq and sauces and all that. But I was like, I don't want that every day. I don't mind having that once a week, once a month, twice a month, whatever. But I want to have a bit more like nutritious,
Balanced
healthy,
diet.
balanced diet. Exactly. So that was something else, you know. So if it was someone that was like, no, for me, I don't think it would work because I like health wise, I need to like take care of it.
I've never heard someone that says, no, I'm not going to eat healthy.
I used to literally make him like maraqs, and he'd be like, no.
Really?
So what did he eat?
Grilled veggies.
I'd eat it, but
Yeah, like in smaller portions.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically how I am right now. Yeah.
Not daily, but like
Yeah.
once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how to make maraq?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you go first.
What?
Your red flags.
I feel like we're one in the same. Him and me are very similar.
Like he was listening. I'm like, did you guys talk about this?
One thing you guys have to understand, the viewers here or the listeners, is that like me and Khalid, we found that we're very similar in a lot of cases. Like he's essentially like the Australian version of me,
Exactly.
but better because he's I still have a lot to work on. Okay, he got
Listen.
married at this point.
yeah, that's all right, man. Look, listen, you've ticked certain boxes, I've ticked certain boxes. We can support each other, learn of each other.
Exactly.
What
I lack in,
in between
what I
love
lack in, you
fest.
probably excelled in, like the
Okay,
whole
guys.
marriage situation thing.
Okay,
you know.
back to our red flags.
Yeah, so you're just gonna agree with all of his red flags?
Yeah, essentially, like religion. What else? Healthy lifestyle thing. Those are like two of the main red flags for me.
But don't you want like a project, someone that you can like motivate?
Project, no.
No,
least
like
You know what?
I'll work to an extent.
hearing you guys
It'll be a
speak-
red flag, but like it's not like a end
Is it
all
a
be
deal
all.
breaker?
It's not. It may not be a deal breaker. It might be something
Yeah.
like it'll be a red flag, and then I'm very communicative. So like I'll bring up my red flag. So if I see a red flag in someone, I'm
You're
not
like,
gonna tell
"Red
them.
flag."
No, I'm not gonna tell them to change. I'm gonna say like, hey, this is what I'm concerned about, and if I feel like it's something that they're willing to change, then that's them. But I'm not gonna force someone to change because of what I want. I'm gonna be like, okay, do you want to change? Or if you don't, then why go even for any further?
You ready to have those types of conversations?
Yeah.
Well, you have to.
Good.
Yeah, you have
Good.
to.
Good.
I feel like as I've grown, I've become more communicative about like what I prefer.
That's so good.
What?
Good job.
This girl-
I'm so proud of you. That's good.
You have to be. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You know that one meme with the guy in the rainforest? Okay.
Oh my god. So yeah, that was I feel like we've talked about red flags and green flags before.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, like the only other one that I'm thinking that you guys, because I do agree with
Yeah.
the ones that you've
How about you?
listed.
Yeah, exactly. What are your red and green blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
My green flag. My
Yeah.
my red flag.
Let's go.
I think someone who like, if you just lack motivation
Mhm.
and like have no willpower, because like it's one thing to be motivated,
Mhm.
but if you're not gonna do what you say you're gonna do,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that, it's a red flag, but it's like. If we're gonna go back to, I guess, how we view relationships, like
Mhm.
as a woman in the relationship, you want a man who can lead, right?
Yeah.
So if the man can't lead, I ain't leading, so it ain't gonna work. Like it's just that's how I see it.
Yeah.
And just like you, I am also very communicative.
Mhm.
That's such a weird
I
word.
know, right?
I feel like you have to enunciate
Yeah.
communicative.
I feel like I have to sit more forward so I can see Khalid.
I know, right?
While we're talking.
Should I move a little bit?
No, we're
No?
good. We're good. We're
Okay.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't move.
as long as I can green screen, it's all good. Okay.
But I think that like, that was just one example.
Mhm.
Any other ones, like you kind of just pick up on it in when you're getting to know someone,
Yeah.
right? Because you don't just have like, I find it weird when people just like, notes app it. You'd be like, oh, what are some of your like? I don't know if you guys have ever, maybe not you two, but like if you're talking to people and you're like asking them like, oh, what are some things that annoy you?
Yeah.
I've had guys where they like just copy it from their notes app. It's just like a list, and I'm
Really?
like,
I've seen that on TikTok recently.
it's a little weird.
Have you guys not seen it on TikTok where like people will expose like lists that they've made
Yeah.
of like
I mean,
red
I'm not gonna
flags
lie, I've
or
made-
like
I
you
deleted
too,
my
right?
TikTok.
No, you
did?
didn't.
Yeah.
Oh
Recently?
yeah, you guys deleted
Yeah.
it.
Why?
It's a waste of time.
How much time were you guys spending on there?
Too much.
Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah.
I used to be a Vine. Like I used to love Vine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was never on Vine, so
So I
never
knew
saw
what
that.
direction that was heading. I was like,
Yeah.
no.
Oh.
I guess yeah, when you start to personally I don't feel like I'm on the phone as much, so I've never had that issue.
7 minutes.
Oh yeah, you heard that from last week, right? like I'm usually just running around doing things. So when I do sit down, if I'm gonna be on the phone for a while, like I never thought of it as an issue. So, but I've never, and that's why I can never relate when people are like, yeah, I deleted this. I'm like, why? Like, it's not like it's taking, but then you don't realize like, yeah, for you it's not, for me it's not
Yeah.
taking up a lot of time, but for other people it can.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but yeah, I mean, I think it depends, but I just feel like when you're getting to know someone, you shouldn't put people in a box. Like, get to know them for them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Every person is their own individual. So like, yeah, you might have a list in your head, but like, it's so weird when you try to replicate the same sort of like, okay, so when I'm getting to know someone, these are the things that I'm going to ask them. These are the things, like, it's so like, just let it be organic and just let it flow. And I think that'll make the process a bit more like easier. Cause I know it's not awkward. It shouldn't be, but it can be sometimes. So I guess I'm just giving you unsolicited advice now.
One piece of advice is that if you feel like there's something important to you, but you just feel it's going to be awkward to say, that should not stop you from just still saying, like, make it awkward. Go ahead and make it awkward. At least if it's out there, like, you can work through it. Because if you just hold on to it because you feel like it's going to be too awkward, it's going to become a larger issue down the road.
Yeah.
So you might as well, like, bring it up right away and address it and try and work through it before it becomes something that kind can like just ruin the whole relationship or whatever your situation is. Not only as a relationship with like a person that you're speaking to, but like any relationship.
Yeah, definitely have the hard questions early.
Yeah, exactly.
Before it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good one. How
Yeah.
to grow in religiosity as an adult, seeking knowledge, new habits, personal journeys. That's a good one.
How to what?
How to like grow in terms of like
Religiosity?
yeah. We did have an episode on this. I will link it up here, guys. But I guess if you want to answer that like in brief,
You can answer it in brief, Sarah.
you can answer it in
Oh,
brief.
God.
Khalid.
handball. I think just start somewhere. I think everyone's at a different level, at a different stage. You might know how to read Quran. You might not. You might know how to do dhikr. You might not. So start with what you know, I think. And then seek knowledge. As they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. So
Yeah.
take your time. It doesn't happen in a day. It doesn't happen in a month. I think learning never stops. Learning never ends. So the more you learn, the better it is for you. The more you do, the better it is for you. So like, I think it's the small, consistent actions that count more than doing something like really big and really like tremendous. So read Quran for 20 minutes a day, half an hour a day, or anything along those lines. And I think that will build up your iman and build up your strength in,
Don't feel like
Understand.
you have to jump in all at once.
Yeah.
Like someone
Yeah.
thinks like, okay, I gotta like join a class that's like dedicated 5 days a week or something like that. It's like if that feels like a lot too much at once, like maybe speak to a friend. Maybe they give you like a small 10-minute, 20-minute lesson
Yeah.
on whatever you're seeking, that kind of thing.
I think you should just like treat it like you do any sort of habit that you're trying
Yeah.
to practice. Like with habits, you have to be consistent, but you take very small baby steps. You can't, if you have like a to-do list of 10 things, you can't do all 10 every single day consistently. Eventually you're going to fall off. So treat the increase in religiosity as the same way. Like if prayer is something that you want to work on, focus on praying, if it's not all 5, focus on, mastering 1 every single day. Then build yourself up to, making it 2 and then 3. And then eventually you'll end up hitting all 5. And then who knows? Then you can start praying sunnah too. Like that's just a random example, but, take small steps. Look to find good friends are of good benefit too. So you are who your friends are. That's what they say. There's a lot of online resources. Just be careful of like where you're getting it, because Google is free, so anyone can post on there.
Yeah.
I think it's important to like learn from someone that's learned as well. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people just jump on Google and say, "Oh, okay, I learned this just by reading," but sometimes it doesn't work that way. Like you actually have to go to someone that's learned, someone that's learned like. I guess the knowledge was passed down from the prophet to the sheikh to the sheikh to the sheikh. So we've got to make sure that line leads back to the prophet. The chain of narration, exactly. So yeah, just be careful with that as well, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, here's one. Okay. What kind of things tempt you to throw your budget out the window?
Ooh, vacations.
Vacations?
Yeah.
Vacations, toys, like boys' toys,
Like cars?
cars.
Did you mod your car in?
I didn't mod it
Yeah.
because
Wow, I thought you would have.
I think my car had everything that I kind of wanted to do with it.
Yeah.
I would have loved to do more, but I'm also like, I don't like to throw my money as well. Like I'm like, I love my toys, but I'm also like conscious. Like, okay,
But you don't have like a hobby that like you're like, you know what? Forget it.
His
2,000.
tools.
Boom.
His tools.
His tools?
even that. Look, but my tools make me money.
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
My tools make me money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's an investment.
Yeah, like
For me,
yeah.
but for me, I kind of like I make the same case when it's like I'm buying computer components.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
would've
for
said
me,
that.
because I've dropped like $1,000+ on like a new graphics card for my computer. You should, you're nodding.
too?
Has he too?
No, not computers. I'm not into my
on his tools? Yeah.
$1,000? Tools are that expensive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
kind of tools?
A
Isn't it
drill
just like
alone
a-
is like $300-400.
like a tool.
Yeah.
I think what did I spend last
batteries
time
are
on
like
on a
200.
pack? Like $2,000. Yeah.
What? What the
Yeah.
hell did you buy?
I
But
was
it's like
trying
a
to get
pack
her
of-
birthday gift once, and I saw how much they were. I was like,
You're like,
"Oh."
never mind. I'll just make pancakes.
No, but like I also feel like they just kind of take advantage of us because
They know.
Yeah, they know. It's like
you want it.
if anyone that knows, like
Mm-hmm.
like you have all these brands like Milwaukee and DeWalt and this and that. Then you have all this pack out stuff, and like if you have like a Milwaukee drill.
What does pack out stuff mean?
So pack out is like you have these drawers and they all pack together, and everyone likes to buy all the pack out stuff and like the same brand and like brand loyalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and it has like different things in each
You
one.
can like buy like each part of it. Like
And
it's
one
a-
drawer is like $200.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
His lunchbox is like $40.
Lunchbox is $40.
She bought it for me, so
Wait, like just a regular lunchbox?
It's like branded, like the Tool brand.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like
Are you the one who put the lunches in?
there was a time.
Oh,
And there was a time.
Real one. Real one.
no, but he said there was a time, which means it's not happening anymore.
Eventually she's like, pack your own damn lunch.
I'm not waking up at 4 a.m. Yeah.
It's called meal prep. You could do it the day before. I'm just like,
tell that to him.
oh,
At least
Started
take
some
off
beef
for
here.
the team, man.
yeah.
What's something that you splurge on?
No, mine is computer components. Like I'll make the case where so $500 for a new hard drive. What?
What is status splurge on? That's what I want to know.
Oh, you said vacation, right?
Vacation.
Well, no, but outside of vacation, because everybody spends money on vacation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But what do you like? What's a hobby that
Oh.
you're like?
I know.
Will drop what? I think I know what you're saying. Go ahead.
It's not makeup.
Oh, okay. I'm
It's
wrong.
skincare.
Oh my god.
That all
I-
counts in like the makeup game, no?
It's all the same, isn't it?
No. Skincare?
Yeah.
Okay, I have fallen victim to consumerism. The gimmicks, the ads, I fall for all of
Oh,
it.
so you've had the Murad. You've had the.
Yeah, I have used.
What was that one
Murad.
back in the day that used to see have all the
Proactive?
proactive?
I never,
Oh,
I
wow.
never tried that. I actually
Really?
never tried it. Yeah, because I was scared that if I started it once, that it would like.
Yeah.
But like everything else, first of all, Aisha, like people think that like she like because she has to do like ads and stuff for videos, that it's like, oh, she's just doing it because she's getting paid. No. She actually genuinely believes
Yeah.
in the products that she's doing these ads for, and I 100% I'm like, okay, so like out of the 5 that you did, which one's like probably best? Like I
Yeah.
treat her like she's my own dermatologist. So I 100% get influenced a lot.
Says the
by
girl
her.
who's always eating lactose foods
Listen.
and is lactose intolerant
Listen.
and knows that affects the skin.
Listen, I've tamed it a little bit. It's
But
only
they're
once
all
in a
the
while.
same.
Exactly.
Product is like almost $100. Like
No. When I
Yeah.
say they're all the same, it's like you have all the lactose and everything as well. It's like-
Anyone who's lactose intolerant, you guys know it's not that serious.
There's literally a guy I watch on YouTube called Timothy De La Ghetto.
yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
He's lactose intolerant as well. Every video they make, because he has a food show, he'll say, I'm lactose intolerant, and he'll have like a giant piece of like poutine with like cheese all over it
Oh,
and stuff,
my
and just
God.
stuff it in his face.
Sometimes, like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes now, especially now, because I
Yeah.
know how it affects my body,
Yeah.
I just look at it and I'm like, is it worth it? Is it worth the pain I'm gonna
So it's
be-
worth it every time?
No, not always.
Okay.
Like today,
Yeah.
I got a harvest wrap from Tim Hortons, with the Beyond Meat.
Yeah.
And I said, no cheese, please.
And you probably got the Chipotle.
Does that have dairy? in
I
it?
think so, yeah.
No wonder my stomach hurt. Because I was like, oh my God, my stomach hurts so bad. I know I took out the cheese and I
Yeah.
didn't taste it, so why?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
This girl.
But yeah, so skincare is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how about this one?
A hobby you picked up and dropped just as fast? I have so many like that.
Yeah, you do.
I was a music producer at one.
When?
Huh? I literally still have a keyboard like in my desk.
Oh, I
that
used to have a keyboard.
when I no, but like I
Oh,
bought
isn't that, like,
myself.
the-
Yeah, the one with like the beat corner on it and like the keys.
Oh.
And then one day I like upgraded my computer and got a new hard drive, and I lost all the files because I forgot to I just like clean the drive because I thought I copied everything over. And then after that, I got really into programming. So I started like taking all these classes. I've spent like $100 plus on those courses you can buy online on like Udemy.
When did you do this?
Huh?
When did you do
Just
all that?
over the course of my 20s. Just like I just started investing and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, the computer one is the one that's kind of been more consistent. So that one kind of like stuck through. But like, I picked it up and dropped it in the fact that like I picked it up and I bought all these like components for hundreds of dollars, spent like $1,000, $2,000 on it, and then once I had it, most of the time people would like maintain it over time, add switch out parts, that kind of thing. But I kind of like lost interest in that. I was like, it does what it needs to do right now. And then like as more things started coming out, I wasn't interested, and then randomly I got really interested in buying all those things, and then I just like jumped in, spent $2,000 again on like a whole new components, all that stuff. Yeah. I'm still good with saving my money. Okay. It's just like, I
don't know about all that.
Like, this is just like, I do the math. Okay. If I'm going to buy stuff from one place, that's how I do a lot of my like finances, or like how I think about them. If I'm going to spend a lot of money in one thing, I have to like drop another thing. Like literally, stop. Like I taught myself how to cut my own hair. So I could save myself because you're spending what, $45 on a haircut these days. So that's $45 every like 3-4. Let's say they're $45 a month. Like 45 times 12. Okay, somebody do the math. Let's say 45 times 10 is 450 plus 90. So 400 and what?
I think it's at 530.
Yeah, 540.
540. Oh, wow, look at my math.
There you go. So yeah, it's like $500 there. And that's being liberal with 4 weeks. Like sometimes you'll get it within 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So that alone, like you can kind of take that money, and if you want to splurge on something else, you splurge it somewhere else.
I'm just looking at your hair. That's really impressive.
So yeah, just say, man,
Really impressive.
I learn my thing. I do my thing.
And if it looks bad, now you know.
Exactly. No, I messed it up. I messed it up for sure. I like spent hours trying to fix it sometimes, but
no. But every time you text me like, "Oh my God, Sarah, like my hair is so messed up,"
yeah,
and I come and look at it, it looks fine.
No,
to
because
me.
like, to the untrained eye, it can look like that. But guys who get their hair cut like normally, but from a barber can tell. So usually I'll go to them and be like, "How does it look?" Or I won't ask anything until like after we had a full conversation. Be like, "Can you tell I got a haircut for myself?"
Has anyone ever looked at you and been like, "Damn"?
No. No. But like, I have gotten people not trying to be humble here, but I gotten people saying like, "You didn't cut that yourself. What are you talking about? You go through into a barber." You just say, sometimes guys, you got to be confident in your own skills.
I actually thought you went and got it like. You cut it recently.
Yeah.
I actually thought you went and got a haircut. Like I wouldn't have thought you cut it yourself.
You just practice,
Would
guys.
you trust him to cut
COVID
your hair?
really helped.
Yeah.
You would trust him?
Because that looked pretty
It
good.
looks like it. I don't know if I'd be able to trust myself with other people's hair though. That's the thing.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
from what I saw that day,
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
Okay.
See, she always tries to say, "I'll cut your hair."
Yeah.
Like, no chance.
Have you done it before?
No chance.
Just do it when he's sleeping.
But yeah, that's definitely like I think everybody should think like that. Like if you're gonna be spending money on one thing, try and maybe like balance it. Like if you know you're gonna be let's say you want to get a new subscription to something, like you want to get the new Disney Plus subscription. Okay, just a random one, and you get a coffee every day. Maybe cut out like 1 or 2 of those coffees per week. If you think about that coffee is like $2, a little less than $2. And by the end of the month, that adds up to a subscription. So now you've kind of like balanced the cost of it. Like you might not have a coffee here, or make it yourself maybe, or just make coffee by yourself altogether.
Yeah.
And you saved like how many hundreds of dollars, and you don't realize it. There you go. See. So there are small changes you can make here and there in your finances that will make a huge difference overall. If you like, because everything compounds on itself, right? So when you do like end of year cost of things, you realize how much you're really spending on things.
And I know that we've been asked to do like a financial literacy episode, which it's still in the works. I know that we have some viewers who have come forward and they're financial experts. Yeah, they're like, we would totally be down. So it's coming, maybe in season 3.
Inshallah, yeah.
Inshallah. But what are some hobbies that you picked up really fast and dropped just as fast?
I don't know if I have any because, off the top of my head, I really can't remember. But I feel like
you're just a consistent guy. Eh?
Yeah, like
you don't
I feel
get like passionate about something randomly and then like drop it.
I do, but then I look at it and I'm like, can I really do this? Like I look at how much it's going to cost me. Like what do I have to do? What do I have to buy? And I'm like, nah, I already have my like own hobbies that I don't really do as much because I can't afford to.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah.
So you're more like a window shopper for hobbies, or
Yeah. Like I love my boats, like say like jet skiing, whatever.
Yeah.
But like I can't afford this. So
Yeah.
like I love my cars as well. Like
Yeah.
I buy, sell cars, whatever. But now
So your
like,
wish list is long.
Yeah. So like, but like recently I've been like, I've had the same car for 8 years, which is not me.
Yeah.
You know, just because I'm like, all right, I've got to like other
You have to be
responsibilities.
responsible
Yeah, I
now.
have to be
Yeah.
responsible
Yeah.
now. Like work wise, like I went through changes. So I was just like,
Mhm.
I just can't. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. How about you?
I have a lot too. To name a couple.
Yeah.
I really got into like baking, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah, you did.
Like a lot.
Actually, I got really into baking too.
Yeah, you did.
Specifically
Cookies.
Yeah.
Every time he would like tweak the recipe, he'd like try this.
I'll
It's
like
good.
perfect it to
Yeah.
the point that like
They were pretty good though in the
they
end.
were. I'm just saying, and they were like mostly I was using like
Wholly.
replacement sugars.
Yeah.
So I wasn't. So it was like lower calorie too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was a big thing.
Baking, even cooking at one point.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know if cooking is considered a hobby, but because now you just have to do it if you want to eat.
Yeah,
So.
she's just training to be a wife. That's all these guys.
Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. What else was there? I got into yoga and I like bought like an expensive yoga mat,
Why?
like expensive yoga
Really?
outfits. Yeah, and I maybe like I still do it every now and then.
Yeah.
But like at that time, I was like, I'm gonna do it 7 days a week, like
Yeah.
every single morning at 6 a.m.
I think that goes back to showing you how like if you try and jump into something all at once, you're gonna burn out so quickly and you're just gonna drop it.
What else did I pick up?
Mhm.
Journaling. I have like 15 journals at home. I it's not that it's really time consuming.
Mhm.
And anyone who knows me in real life, y'all know I'm a voice note person. These two specifically. And you actually,
Yeah.
Amir sent me a voice note today, guys.
Yeah, well, that's just because I was like running around and like, okay, I don't have time to text this.
But yeah, so journaling didn't stick because it's just too much effort to like,
Mhm.
right? This hobby lasted a very long time and then stopped all of a sudden. But I used to be into like editing videos, like montages together of like just like us and our like my friends and stuff. And then I stopped, but then now it's being revived because of our cousin connection vlog that's coming out God knows when. I don't know. Eventually. Okay, guys. Since we're all turning 30 this year, literally
Damn.
September, October, and November, what have you learned the most or developed the most as a person in your 20s?
Well, for me, it was like late 20s, right? I think like COVID probably developed the most
Okay.
because that was just the most time you could like self-reflect and be
Yeah.
by yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think reading really helped with that. Reading really does help with just full on developing, because like when you're sitting down with a concept, especially if you're reading like more like self-help or like on a specific concept, when you're reading and sitting down with a concept for that long, it sits in a lot more. Like you can watch YouTube videos on all this stuff and you can like watch speeches, but
Yeah.
it won't sink in as much as a book, because you're being like given the ideas and explained in detail how it can help you, and maybe to explain why you might be acting a certain way and how to change it.
So you're not like a TED Talk type of person?
No, I don't really watch TikToks. Like I do watch a lot of video essays, but when I do watch them, it's less about personal stuff. It's more like stuff that I'm interested in, like topics I'm interested in, like that manosphere thing I talked about last time.
Yes, we still have to like cover that.
Yeah.
Can I make a confession?
Yeah.
I don't think I've read a book in 10 years.
You were like me.
You guys really are the same.
Yeah, see? Because like you're already married and stuff. So I feel like at this point you're like, yeah, I'm white. Okay.
No.
What?
No. Do not have that mentality.
What?
No, once
Just
I get
because
married,
you-
I'm not developing as a person anyway.
What? Oh, hell no. Listen, that's when you have to grow the most. Because now you're not just living by yourself, you're living with a whole other person.
Okay, once you you figure that stuff out.
No, you're going to continue to evolve because now you have the habits of another person. You're eventually going to start to morph into one because
Yeah.
you're going to start taking each other's habits.
Yeah.
So you're still changing whether you like it or not.
Honestly, like the weirdest things will annoy you about the other person.
Oh,
like things
like
that you
what?
will not think. Like I don't like how she folds my clothes.
That is so. Fold them
And
yourself
I don't like how
then.
you fold your clothes either.
Yeah, but see, like you would never think.
Realize
Yeah.
it till this year. Like we never realized like the way we fold clothes annoys each other until this year. We're like,
How different can you be folding clothes though?
Yeah.
and I didn't realize that was a thing, but yeah.
What do you do? Like you like roll them or something? Like what's the
No,
difference?
Yeah.
she folds them, but I don't like how she does it.
Oh, do you do the like? Let's say a t-shirt. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you do the thing where like you put it flat and then do like half? I mean, one third, and then you flip it on
Yeah,
itself, and
yeah.
that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you do?
I swear that's how I do it.
No, wait.
No, I go
do your
like-
t-shirts look like a rectangle this way, or do they look like a rectangle this way?
Look like a rectangle.
Yeah,
How about for you?
His is like a long way. Mine is.
Yeah, yours is.
mine's like
I
square.
knew it. Yeah. Okay.
That's
I know
like
what you-
one more. That's like one more fold.
No.
No, but even like I don't know if this is TMI. Even though like the way he folds underwear, like it's like I'm gonna just fold it one more time. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
half.
does he keep them? Just half?
Yeah.
That's incomplete.
Yeah, I do half too.
No, that's it. You gotta
What do you
gotta,
guys
like,
do?
compact.
You guys
it.
do quarters?
No, you like make it half, then you fold it one more time.
Yeah, like
No.
a quarter.
Yeah.
Nah.
Like so, it's like shorts, right? So you fold it.
yeah.
You just leave it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Oh no.
Like, no, like I'd fold the bottom.
Yeah.
And I'd fold
Yeah.
the
Exactly.
No,
Yeah.
but you have to fold it one more time.
No.
No.
Okay, whatever.
It's gonna take up too much space in your drawer.
Clearly, she's in the wrong. Amina's definitely in the
Always.
wrong here. Yeah.
I'm never wrong. I'm
Yeah,
either
never
right
wrong.
or I'm learning.
Why is it that women aren't easy right? Welcome to the cousin. The second episode of the Black Men Don't Cheat.
Okay, so you know what? Just to go back to your point about how reading was something that helped you learn a lot in your 20s.
Yeah.
I do feel like your personality and your character has really blossomed because of that.
Yeah.
And your confidence too.
Yeah. Was I not? Yeah.
You were confident
yeah.
before, but I feel like now, like, you know what? Not that you didn't know what you were talking about before, but like now you really know what you're talking about.
I know myself more now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've noticed that because
Okay.
I've been here for 4 years.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah.
Thank you.
A whole different person now.
Okay. That's good. Thank you. I've been working on it, guys. Okay.
So since you haven't read a book in 10 years, and you don't like how Amina folds your clothes, what did you develop in your 20s?
He developed a wife. Okay.
Developed a wife.
That's
Yeah. I learned a lot about myself. I think,
Mhm.
especially getting married, having to like fend for yourself, if you will, like just living.
You're at war.
Huh? Yeah, I'm going out to war. No, as in like fend for yourself, meaning just like you're not with your parents anymore. You got to do everything yourself. Whether it's like just doing the things around the house
Mhm.
or
Cleaning.
or just like making money and so I've got to pay for this and I've got to pay
Yeah.
for this. So I think you just learn a lot because it's a
So-
lot more like you're a lot more pressure. You're in a lot
Mhm.
more pressure than before because you're
Yeah.
just living in your parents' house. They might cook for you. They might say, okay, I'll do this for you. They'll do the shopping.
Yeah.
You know. So I think you just a lot of developmental, like a lot of like organizational
Mhm.
skills, a lot of like budgeting.
So do you feel like you can never, or maybe this is for everyone, do you guys feel like you can never truly fully develop as a person until you have a partner that can kind of expose the things that you're even personally not willing to address or like you don't even realize are an issue?
I
Or do you
don't
feel like
think
you
so.
can truly develop fully as a person without ever having a partner? Like,
Well, what does developing fully as a person like mean? Because people develop differently depending on the experiences that they have. Like you might
Mhm.
move out of your parents' house and live for yourself,
Mhm.
and that'll be different to like moving out and then moving with your partner.
Mhm.
And that's different. Like you have all the parents, and then you're taking care of them, even though you're still at home, and then you have more responsibility. Like like everyone's experience is different. Everyone grows in like in different ways.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
I think that like getting married or not, just moving out with a partner, with someone else, helps you grow. It helps you grow and learn about yourself in a different way, but you can also still learn about yourself on your own too. You just have to be, you just have to want to do that.
Yeah.
You have to spend that time getting to know yourself, spend that time
Mhm.
seeing the like acknowledging your habits, your characteristic, like the traits. Like there's so much that goes into like
But to go, not the counterpoint to that is like, at the end of it, it's up to you to point out what those habits are. That you can look over things and not realize that you're looking them over. So I guess maybe
it comes down to self-awareness.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
self-awareness is a big part of it. So that's why. So maybe what's a better way to phrase the question then? So what do you think now that like from before you were married to after you were married? What do you think like you didn't realize was an issue, or like a part of your character you thought was fine and fully developed that really needed work after you got married?
Good question.
There you go. It's just saying.
Good one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a very chilled out guy.
Yeah.
So if we're out, I'm out. I'm the last person to leave, for example. Like, and I think that's a trait that did not really work well when you have someone else with you. Like, this person might want to do this, or they're not feeling well, or whatever. So I think just being more considerate for other people. Like, because before that, it was just like me, myself, and I. And I'd do what I want, and I'd go where I want. But now it's like, okay, I want to do this. I really don't want to go home, or I want to go to this place or do this thing, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But now I have to think about, oh, okay, Amir's not feeling well. I should be at home. Or like, you know, we have to do this tomorrow together. Or we have to cook tomorrow because no one else is going to do it for you. You know? So
Look
there's
at her
like,
aggressive like that. I can hear her going,
Yeah.
so I think just being more considerate and just being less selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty like normal though, because that transition from being single and
Yeah.
only having to worry about what you want to do, and then transitioning into a relationship where you now have to consider the other person, like
Yeah.
that's totally normal.
That's
and
true.
you know, don't beat yourself. I mean, I'm sure you haven't beaten yourself up over it, but
No.
you're too chilled for that. He's like, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, we're gonna take a quick break here.
Yeah.
A really late break, but we're gonna take a quick break here and maybe end the podcast. We'll see about that. Okay, guys. What's that? And we're back. No, we're good.
Hold it.
Hold it.
Amir.
Okay. I'll hold it.
You sure?
Yeah.
I can see the stress coming from her
Okay.
eyes right
Yeah.
there.
Nah, it's not gonna smell anyways.
That is like literally the biggest lie you could
Let's
ever
start the
tell.
questions. Let's start the
Amir's going to
next
hotbox
one.
us.
I know he is. If we faint, you have camera evidence now. Okay. What are you guys looking forward to most in your 30s?
Looking to forward to
I can answer that. Independence.
independence.
He said that with like conviction.
By the way, we switched the person in the chair right now. You can't see them because we
Yeah.
don't have the camera on them, but Abbas is currently in the chair. Actually, last time you were in the chair too. Last time as an
Yeah.
audience member. Yeah.
He
No,
was in
actually,
his
you were
chair.
sitting on the good chair last time. Don't worry, it's all good. But yeah, is independence. For me, I always correlated independence not with age, but with marriage.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Because
You're not independent, you're codependent
No. Independence, and then like when I think of independence, the definition for me is like living outside of my parents' house, that kind of thing.
okay.
Like having your own place to start building, I guess, from.
Yeah.
And like I think there was one idea that I had that you guys said was not the right idea, but I was like, we shouldn't we don't move out until we get married, right? Like I thought everybody thought like that, but apparently not everybody thinks like that. And of course, I have examples of people, family members who have moved out without getting married. But for some reason, I still had that very traditional idea. Like I shouldn't even think about moving out until I'm getting married.
I mean, whatever you
Floats
are
your boat.
comfortable with.
Yeah. But like at first, I thought that was a general idea, but no, yeah. So that's why I still to this day still think of independence as moving out. Even though at this point in my life, like I do a lot of
so
things.
independent.
Yeah, I do a lot of things independently. Like almost too independently, to the point where the family's like, "Yo, do you even know we still exist?"
I know.
But yeah, maybe that's why. Like the fact that I'm in here, I'm like, oh no, I'm always here. You guys see me all the time, but like I live very independently, not realizing that I'm doing it.
The fact that you are like cognizant of that.
yeah, super cognizant.
That's a good step. What about you?
Probably making money. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel that.
Actually, yeah, like that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know, starting a business, making money, like, like, I think, okay, to generalize, being a bit more financially literate. Like business-wise, investments-wise, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Because personally, I at least I feel like my qualification or whatever journey was a lot longer than maybe some of you guys. I don't know.
By the way, his history, can we talk about your educational history? So this man literally went through 4 years. Was it 4 years?
Yeah.
4
got your degree,
years
did you
of
know?
university.
You got your degree, did you know?
Got
Yeah,
his
yeah,
degree in accounting. And then was like, I
Never
don't want to do
mind.
this. Never mind.
And now I'm an electrician.
Yeah, now he's an electrician. So it shows you that, like, no matter how far you've gone in your career path, if you feel like you're not in the right place, you can always divert and do
It's-
something that you're more passionate
It's never
about.
too late.
It's never too
Yeah.
late. Exactly. So I
You
guess
are the
that's the
living
lesson you can
proof
learn
of
from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, making money. Yeah, that was definitely like
Mm-hmm.
one of the first things that I thought of too. And just the 20s were really my 20s anyway.
Yeah.
Was the ghetto. I did have a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, and I think the only thing that I'll miss is like being really careless, like just spending with no thought, like no thoughts, just vibes. That was
Mhm.
all of my 20s,
Yeah.
you know. And I think my 30s will be thoughts and vibes,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But yeah, I think just being more financially stable, and doing more of what I want.
Did you when did you get your first job? Was
When
it
I
after you
was-
graduated?
After high school. It was
Mhm.
like my first year into university. My parents didn't let me work while I was in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Do you
I
feel like that's more of like a female thing or like a woman thing than a male? Like if Sabri, did your brother get a job?
Yeah, he used to be a lifeguard. That was his
Oh
like,
yeah, I remember
Whoa.
that. Yeah, I
That's
remember that
cool.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
He probably doesn't remember how to
But
swim.
he had it in high school, right?
Yeah.
And do you feel like that was because he was a guy and you were a girl, or is it because like you were younger, or I don't know?
I think it's like a combination of
Yeah.
both. So, you know, he was the older sibling and he was a
Mhm.
guy, so he had a lot more
Leeway?
freedom,
Mm-hmm.
but like also had to be a good role model for
Yeah.
me, and you,
Yeah.
and all of our other cousins. But for me, they were like, you don't need to work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we'll support you.
Yeah.
But I was like, you support me for like bus fare to go to high school, and
Yeah.
like if I want something, then I have to ask them for it.
Mhm.
And then when I got my first job, I got that first taste of like, I don't have to ask, I could just buy it now.
Yeah.
You know? And I did that for all of my 20s. I spent
So
very irresponsibly.
That's why I feel like. When did you get your first job at Bus?
It was after I did college and university.
Oh, so that was your
Whoa.
first job, so
Whoa.
much later.
Damn.
Whoa,
when
so
did-
you didn't work at all? Must have been nice. Oh.
Well, now, when I went to university, my first year was actually living near the dorm.
Mhm.
So all my financing was just pretty much just calculating everything. as
So
much as possible
that's
to
what I
the
wanted to
nearest
get
dollar.
to. Like for finances, like when did you get your first job?
As soon as I finished high school.
So you finished high school, and then Amina,
Second year of uni.
second year of uni. So I feel like the earlier you get a job, the more you're set up to be more like financially literate as you grow. Because like, how did you feel like dealing with finances when you first got your job?
It was like, mine was blown.
Yeah.
Trying to deal with all the money at the
Yeah.
moment, but then afterwards, like, you realize as time progresses, where is all that money happening?
Yeah, but immediately you were like, oh, now I have money, I can spend it, that kind of thing, right?
That was the first time you actually see the paycheck. Like, for example,
Yeah.
during my university year, I was doing
Yeah.
co-op. So a lot of the stuff was I say, hey, I got paid.
Yeah.
But I said, wait a minute. How far am I traveling?
Yeah.
Got gas right there.
Yeah.
Gone.
You thought about that?
I was thinking about that.
Like I said, no thoughts, just vibes.
Gas, gone. Phone bill, gone.
Yeah.
Paying back school, gone.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Damn.
But it's
all
like,
those
Because we got
Yeah.
OSAP as well.
Shout out to OSAP.
There you go. But I feel like to go back to that point, it's like the earlier you get that job, you're more financially set up like for the future. Because I got a job at 15.
oh, okay.
Like
But,
my
like-
first job.
Were you really being financially responsible at 15?
Because when I was 15, like when I say I was saving the money, like I that's the thing. No. I was making all the wrong decisions at 15.
Yeah.
But like it's 15, 16, like I was making the wrong decision there. But then like when I was getting to 17, 18, before I even finished high school, I was already thinking about saving and like
yeah.
where the money's going,
But
how
what
to
do you-
invest and all that stuff.
What did you buy at 15, 16? Candy? Like
Games.
Oh.
Yeah, like video games. That's
Right.
basically what my money went into, right? But then like because of those initial years, like money isn't really that important at that age, right?
Yeah.
So I was more financially literate at the time where it was more important and like more, it made more sense to be financially literate. But I feel like people who get jobs later in life, like you kind of get that initial high of like having the money and you start spending it, but you're already at that age where you're like, you should be already like financially literate and have all these skills built up. But because you never had that job, you never built those habits.
I believe in making kids not work like child labor, but like having some sort of part-time job to teach them the value of money.
Exactly.
I did not value it.
I think even like we don't do this, right? Because our parents are like, no, we're going to support you. We're gonna, but like I feel like other people like of non-ethnic backgrounds, they'll make their children pay rent and this and that. Even though I don't know if I would do that, probably not, but still I feel like it teaches them a lot in terms of like spending habits, money habits, like, okay, I have to pay rent, so I can't do this or I can't do that. So I think that's also like, it adds to their experience and their knowledge, I think.
Like maybe not do it to an extreme where you're like, you're gonna pay like the rent that people in this neighborhood would normally pay. It's like, okay, your rent is $100 a month or something like that.
Like the guy I work with said that his mum used to make him pay rent, but she would save all of that money. And I think when I don't know, at some point she paid for his trip to go somewhere with that money.
It teaches you how like saving and like how you can use that for later. Like the long.
So she saved all of that and like, all right, here's the money that you paid your rent. Like go on a trip or whatever.
Or as a suggestion, probably an allowance system for the kids in a way that
allowance. Remember what happened to allowance?
I used to have an allowance.
Like. I don't remember. I think we had an allowance for like a couple weeks, and they're like, nah.
Mine was like consistent throughout high school.
Going to an allowance system where they see, okay, the value of what they're doing, the errands that they do, and then pretty much they get pitched or picked.
That's like the
and
classic.
Afterwards, they see, okay, what they're going for at the same time, then they say, okay, if I want to go for item A, is this price, but item B is twice as much. Okay, I have to do twice as work to get that amount. So pretty much gets them an idea of like how much they need to start saving up for the next big item.
Those are like, oh, you put your hand right in front of the camera, man.
You're really good at using your hand when you communicate.
Like, oh, his hand's gonna go this way.
So I think I think the main point we're getting at here is that like you should, inshallah, if you have kids, you should be aware of these skills of being financially literate at an earlier age. Like the earlier the better, and teach them these things over time. So when they get to the age where they have to be independent and depend on their own finances, they're already set up to win or not win. Essentially win, like do good. So are we finishing up here?
Let's do like a couple quick
one more. Because
don't worry. What's one favorite weird food combo?
What?
Okay. Yes, no? You want to skip that one?
I don't have like, I have really bad, like, I'm very picky with my food.
Okay, fine. Long distance relationships. We can talk about that in another episode. This one says, Amir, why are you so handsome? MashaAllah. I don't have a topic to offer. Okay, bye. Why are you so handsome, Amir?
Nah, Sada. Okay, guys. Thank you again for listening to the 60th episode of the Cousin Connection podcast.
This one's a good one.
Season 3. We'll do that next week. Inshallah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is the end of...
I feel like you forget all the major points, so I will close it out.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. You can open it back up and read them. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our season 2 finale. We will be back with our season 3 debut next week, and inshallah, and just know that
we have to also thank the
okay,
sorry I'm busting your flow here. Listen.
I know.
Let's see.
I just wanted to let you guys know that for season 3, I don't think you know this because I kind of do all the behind the scenes like planning in terms of guests and whatnot. We have a lot of exciting guests and future collabs coming up.
I'm excited to know who we have.
I know he doesn't even know. I'll fill him in later, but we have a lot of exciting guests. Like I'm fangirling over them. Hopefully that gives you guys a hint. I don't know if I've ever talked about it on our podcast before, but anyways, that's besides the point. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Help us get to 2K, which I know we will hit. So you know what? Let's increase that to 3K.
Yeah.
To help kick off our season 3. I know it's a big ambition, a big goal, but I believe in you guys. So subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok if you want to see more TikToks. If you want to see Amir do a TikTok dance or a challenge of some sort, we might get to it. And follow Khalid. K-Man Shash. We'll have Amina and Abbas's Instagrams linked in our description below as well. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
See you guys.